1.1 Evaluate expressions. In this lesson, we will learn how to evaluate and write variable expressions. Variable is just a letter used to represent one or more numbers. It could be any letter of the alphabet. Algebraic variable expression. Numbers, variables, and operations. So any expressions that look like these are algebraic expressions. Evaluate just means to substitute a number for each variable and evaluate the resulting numerical expression. So for example, if n equals -3 and I want to evaluate this algebraic expression, then it would be 5 minus, and substituting in the -3 for n, okay, and 5 plus 3 give you 8. Okay, so let's review power, base, and exponent. Power just means a repeated multiplication of the same factor. So 3 to the 4th power, for example, is your entire power. The factor being repeated is 3, and 3 will be your base, the number at the bottom of a power. And the number of times the base is used as a factor will be your exponent. So this will also be the number at the top of a power. Okay, so since there's 4 of 3's, there will be 3, 3, 3, 3. Common words and phrases that indicate operations. You have learned some of these words before. Now you really need to know them by heart. So the addition sign, you can say that as plus, the sum of, increase by, total, more than, added to. Subtraction, minus, the difference of, decrease by, fewer than, less than, subtracted from. Multiplication, times, the product of, multiplied by, of. Division, divided by, divided into, the quotient of. Okay, I'm going to circle the ones that are more commonly forgotten by a lot of kids. The sum of, the difference of, the product, and the quotient. Algebraic expression. What does it mean? 5 with parentheses around the n, or 5.n, or simply 5n. That just means 5 times n, and we're using the operation multiplication. And here we have 15 over y, or 15 divided by y. Division. Seven plus c will be the next one. And we're using addition. The next one will be 8 minus f. And that will be subtraction. Okay, guided practice, part A. Evaluate a variable expression when x equals 10 and y equals 4. So 10 plus 4 equals 14. 10 times 4 equals 40. And here, 10 to the 4th power times 4 gives you 40,000. Part B, read and write powers. Okay, the first one, we will read it as 7 to the 1st power. to take the product of that would just be 7. The next one would be 5 to the 5th power. Product will be 5 times 5. And the next one will be 1/2 to the 3rd power. Or another way to say it is 1/2 cubed. So half times half times half. The next one will be z to the 5th power. So z dot z dot z dot z. Let me give you another one. What if I give you 0.5 to the 3rd power? We actually don't read 0.5 as a 0.5. There's actually a more formal way of reading that. It would be 5/10 to the 3rd power. In your textbook, you'll get some of these. Okay, and of course, to write the product will be 0.5 or 5/10 times 5/10 times 5/10, and so forth. Okay, and then how we have write the power in words and as a product. So let's keep practicing. 5 to the 3rd power. And the product would just be 5.5.5, or simply 125. And then next one will be n to the 6th power. Okay? And let's take a look at some word problems. We're going to start out simple, but I will make it harder as we go. Movies. The total cost of seeing a movie at a theater can be represented by the expression A plus R, where A is the cost of admission and R is cost of refreshments. Suppose you pay $7.50 for admission. Okay, so first let me write down A plus R will be your total cost, and admission is $7.50 and $7.25 for refreshments. What is the total cost? So adding these two numbers up would give me $14.75. Storage cubes. Each edge of the medium-sized pop-up storage cube shown is 14 inches long. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a simple cube. The storage cube is made so that it can be folded flat when not in use. Okay, so you can take it apart, basically. So find the volume of the storage cube. And you know for a cube, all of the edge lengths, the lengths of the edges are all congruent. So the volume would equal to 14 cubed. And 14 cubed gives you 2,744 cubic inches. Please remember to label. If you forget to label, I will take off points. And that concludes our lesson for 1.1.